Hey everyone, Scott here to discuss Halloween 2, the 2009 version, starring Malcolm McDowell, Tyler Mane, Sherry Moon Zombie, Brad Dourif, Danielle Harris, and Scout Taylor Compton, and directed by Rob Zombie. Now, before I get into this movie, I must admit one thing. I remember seeing this in theaters and thinking... What was I thinking at the time? Oh, yes. I only remembered a couple of scenes. One of them was at the hospital at the beginning, and one of them is the bullshit ending. Just the bullshit ending. We'll get into this. Let's just get into this movie. We get a definition of white horse, which is, to this day, ever since I saw this in theaters, I don't know what the fuck that means. So I had a shitload of trouble finding out what that means, and I only watched the unrated version. Then it goes to Sherry Moon Zombie's character, who's Michael Myers' mother. Then we pick up minutes after the end of the last movie with Scout Taylor Compton's Laurie Strode screaming her lungs out, which again gave me a big fucking headache. We with Laurie go to the hospital where we see Octavia Spencer, who I reviewed a couple of times in... And I really enjoy her as an actress in the movies. But here, she's horrible as a nurse. And I'll talk about her death in a few minutes. How does Michael, returned by Tyler Mane, escape? Well, the two paramedic perverts don't pay attention to the cow on the road and hits it pretty damn hard and kills it, as well as they break their legs, arms, something, and one of them dies. While I scream to the TV, pay the fuck attention to the goddamn road. Like, Jesus Christ. This movie has so many problems. Laurie gets dizzy at the hospital, and Nurse Octavia, that's what they're calling her, Octavia Spencer, by the way, folks, stabbed a hell of a lot by Michael. And I say to the TV, I fucking get it, Rob. Stop showing me the extreme, brutal violence over and over again. Like, for fuck's sakes. Meanwhile, Laurie runs outside in the stormy rain. I mean, oh my god, this motherfucker is a mess. It's like all over the place. A hospital security guard pulls his car up and helps Laurie by saying everything will be fine. And Michael comes behind him and stabs him and tries to get Laurie and breaks in and almost kills Laurie, but she wakes up having a nightmare, which pissed me off, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. And we get to her friend Annie and her father, Sheriff Brackett, returned by both Danielle Harris and Brad Dourif. And these scenes are poorly directed. And it's hard to see the fucking thing. Like, make this movie lighter. Damn. Dr. Samuel Lewis, returned by Malcolm McDowell, comes off very unlikable. And I hate all these motherfucking characters, and I don't give a shit about any of these characters. Not even Laurie's friends, co-workers, Harley and Maya, who act like sex pots whores. Like, Jesus. This is one ugly-looking motherfucking movie with a bunch of stupid shit, with Laurie whining like a little Miss Bitch. An hour into this movie, and I'm already fucking checked out of this movie, and I still have another hour to go. God motherfucking damn it. I want this movie to be turned off at 1 hour 30 minutes, but I have an hour to go, and nothing's happening. While nothing's happening, Laurie sees the book Dr. Samuel Loomis wrote, and she goes over to the brackets and packs up her things and crashes with Maya and Harley when they go to a Halloween party with a rock concert. That was a terrible shot sequence, just a terrible scene. Laurie gets captured by Michael and taken to a house in the middle of nowhere while Sheriff Brackett tries to kill Michael after he kills Annie, and which is a brutal scene, by the way, folks. And Dr. Loomis comes into the scene and stops Michael once again. And as it turns out, this really pissed me off too, by the way. Even more than that one dream sequence. It's all in Laurie's head, and she goes to the mental hospital for the criminally insane and looks pretty damn proud about it. and I'm ready to turn this fucking movie off. Let's just get to it. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 2.7 out of 10. I hate these fucking characters, and I don't care whether they live or die. After 1 hour, I was already checked out of the movie. This is the one movie I can't stand watching, and Rob Zombie, I try to watch Lords of Salem. I turned that thing off at least 10 minutes into it, and he needs to stop making movies. I want to get to the new movie next time. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me on this review, and I will be back next week with the new review. And until next time, trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat.